Welcome to our Sunday evening meditation. I'm Juna.
Sabina.
We're from Synergy in Motion, and we always begin with a weekly energy forecast for a few minutes, looking at the week ahead based on inspiration from the Gene Keys, human design, the I Ching itself, and really looking at the hexagram of the week that's coming up. And then we go into a meditation that Sabina usually leads, and that is our 30 minutes together. So starting with the weekly energy forecast, we start a new energy come Monday. So July 25 to 30, we're in the hexagram 31. And the gist of it is about influence and leadership. Okay, so that's the upcoming theme that will be playing out in the whole world. Again, it might apply to you, it might not. You might see it in others, or you might see it in yourself. And the symbol of the I Ching, why I really love this image, is the lake over mountain. And the lake usually is represented by a young woman, this joyous, bubbly energy of lake. And it's sitting over the mountain. Mountain is the stillness, and it's represented by the young man with this energy moving up into the mountain peak. And it's when the lake over the mountain, when the two come together, there is mutual influence. And so the lake has to kind of sink down. So the energy from the lake sinks down into the mountain, and it nurtures and waters the mountaintop, and it, gives life to trees and plants and nurtures. So it's giving up a little bit of its water for the mountain to nourish the mountain. And then the mountain, which is rising upward in the opposite direction of the lake, it's coming up, and it surrenders a bit of its peak to the lake to receive the energy of the lake. And so this in Chinese wisdom is a beautiful pairing, which, it's that excitement of like the newlyweds coming together and what can they create, and it's mutual influence. So it's about the energy that is mutually beneficial and for the greater good. So it is not just self-serving, it is for others. So it's got this natural kind of leadership. And when it's out of balance, we can get into arrogance and think that we know everything. And there can be a spiritual arrogance of, I found the way. This is it. This is how I'm going to live the rest of my life. I found it, and there I go. So just be on the watch for that. And the real gift is this leadership, which, the greatest of our leaders are good listeners. They listen to the people. They do not put an agenda over top. They're there for the people, so that mutual influence. It's really this interaction, this interplay that we'll really be looking at in the next week of how the two come together. And also what's important is this is in human design, it's called the gate of verbal leadership. And just because someone says, I lead, doesn't mean they can. And you really want to watch for, the words and the actions matching up. Okay, so anybody can say, I lead, or I'm a leader, or let's do this, or, when you're in high school and you elect the school president and they promise all these things, and I will do this and this and this. And then it's the proof is in the pudding of where they take action for it. So that's what we're looking at too. And just take a look in your own life. Are your words and actions meeting up? Do you say a lot of stuff and it's just hot air? Yeah. And then when the two come together, you can really see how that is influential. But when it's off, it is not influential. There's no energy on it. There's no movement to it. So that's really the gift of this upcoming week. Influence, mutual influence, leadership, and it's like the natural leader, not the elected leader. So, and just because they're elected doesn't mean they know what they're doing. So you got to watch for humility. Like which of the leaders have humility and can let go of their ego enough to really listen to the people, the needs of the people.
I love that piece about humility, that humility is not like, this bowing down to whatever, but the courage to not be affected by other people's judgment, to be willing to be wrong, to be willing to make a mistake, to be willing to be standing out and shining. So, and not taking anything personal, not the good, the bad, the ugly, or the beautiful, but to just serve with all the gifts that you have and your capacities. And that's an important aspect of leadership. For someone to be a good leader, to be willing to lead without fear of judgment, in total awareness what is actually required and not what they need or desire or want or are afraid of.
So this week you might be looking at the leaders in your life, looking at the elected leaders, the politicians. You might be an elected leader yourself, and just start noticing where you are leading from that arrogance or that insecurity, needing to prove something, or where you're leading from this true desire to create something greater with the people. This is very much interactive, right? The lake over the mountain under the lake, they come together. So it's a mutual coming together, and there's so much magic at that point, right? So that's what we're looking at. That's the magic ahead of us for this week.
And I know you are a leader, even if you're just the leader of your own life. We all have that in us to different degrees. So it's an inside job that is very important, that interacts with the world.
Yeah.
Ready? Ready? So let's just get comfortable. And take a deep, deep breath into your belly. And allow yourself to come home to yourself, into this present moment. Being aware of your breath, and your body in this moment. And when your mind goes wandering, just bring it back to your breath. And allow your breath to become a bit deeper and a bit longer, filling your body, starting with your belly and all the way up to your chest. Breathing in life. And with you arriving in this present moment, being present with your body. Also be present with your energy. And allow your energy to also become quiet and still. And in this space, I invite you to become aware of your strength, your gifts, your genius that is very unique to you. And do that by becoming aware. Don't think yourself to that space, but feel it. That power in you that brings you to life. That makes your heart beat. That is expressed in your unique way of loving. And that can be a very present strength, power, or a very quiet energy that is just your presence. Just be aware of how does that energy of your power feel like? How does your body feel with it? How do you feel with your power, with your gifts, with your genius? And while you allow yourself to connect with this energy of your genius, your strength and power, also at the same time, allow yourself to let go of any meaning, what that means. If it's good or bad or not enough or too much, just be present. And allow your strength, your genius to become even more present in this moment. feel that quality of leadership, that strength of leadership in you. And allow that to expand. And it doesn't mean that you lead lots and lots of people, but it is a sign of your willingness to lead your life with integrity and humility. How would you lead your life without fear of judgment, fear of being wrong, fear of making a mistake, fear of judging others, hurting others? How would you lead your life from your strength, from your integrity, from your loving? Tap into that energy and allow it to grow. And with that inner strength becoming stronger and more present, start becoming aware of your life. And all those different aspects in your life. And allow yourself to experience the dance with those aspects, elements, dynamics, people, animals, plants, situations. Allow yourself to interact from that space of strength, from that space of power with. The dance of lake over mountain. Two very powerful energies dancing together, willing to be aware of each other, aware of each other's needs and strength, and bringing forth the best in each other. And let's be together in this energy of true leadership. Inviting this quality, this energy of leadership to be more present on the planet. Calling forth and making space for those who can step up globally with people in this kind of leadership. Leading together, and not as an individual, but as a collective, as a we. And allow yourself to be part of that leadership. In your unique way. And let's ask for grace in the time of transition from the old ways of leading to a new way of leadership, a leadership that operates from the awareness of the collective and not out of the need of the individual. And while you're aware of the dynamics out there, also come present again in your own sacred space, in your own right, your own genius, your unique flavor. And in the next week, I invite you to return to this space of your strength, your integrity, to then be able to interact with your world as a leader from a space of loving and the awareness of the we. Thank you for being you and being willing to be a leader in a new way. Thank you.
Thank you.
Changing times. Beautiful.
So thank you for joining us, and we will see you next week at the same time, and we will see you live on Zoom next week. That will be July the 31st. And same time, same channel, same everything.
And if you don't receive emails about the information about the Zoom and the energy forecast, just sign up. There's a link below and there's a little information button also on top of the video. I'm not sure which side.
Synergyinmotion.info is our website.
Yes, correct.
Okay. Thank you so much, and until next time.
Love you guys.
Bye.
Bye.